Yeah, good morning, one and all. Last class we have started with theory of games, okay? And what we have completed is if some 2 by n matrix is there, means if in a matrix there are only 2 row and number of columns are there, then how to solve those matrix by using graphical method we have discussed in our last class. Okay. Uh, Today what we are going to do is just opposite to that one. Opposite to that one means if in a matrix number of columns are 2, there should be only 2 columns and number of rows are there, mean 4, 5, 6, 7 rows are there. Then in that case, how to solve those kind of problem by using graphical method. Okay, those things today we are going to discuss. Let me adjust my camera. Okay, right. So very quickly I will, within 5 to 10 minutes I will just revise, I will just remind you, okay, what we have done in our last class. Okay, have a look. So in our last class we have solved uh, the theory of games for 2 into n matrix. Okay, what do you mean by 2 into n matrix? 2 into n matrix means there should be only 2 row. There should be only 2 row and n number of columns are there. For example, our matrix was like this. I am just taking one small example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many row we have? Row 1, row 2. So we have only 2 row. And how many column we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 column we have. 2 row and 4 column. That is 2 into n matrix. Number of rows should be 2 and there should be n number of column. N may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, anything. Okay. And we have seen how to solve this kind of game by using graphical method. Okay, so how to solve? In a graph paper you have to plot 2 vertical parallel line like this. Okay, 2 vertical parallel line you have to plot. Okay, then you have to number it out. Suppose this is 0, here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that you have to number it out on both the side. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. After that, what we have to do is we have to allocate these points. This point we have to allocate on the graph. Okay. So how to allocate? What I told you last class, what I told you, first we will take these 2 points, 1 and 5. Okay. This will be for, suppose this is y1, this line is suppose y1 and this line is suppose y2. Okay, so this point is 1 and 5. Okay, so this one we have to, point 1 we have to locate on the y1 and this point we have to locate on the y2. Means this will be for y1 and this will be for y2. Okay, so means in y1 axis we have to locate point 1, where in y1 axis which is point 1, this is point 1, and in y2 axis which is point, in y2 axis we have to locate 5. So in y2 axis where is 0.5, this is 0.5. So 2 point we got, then using a scale we have to plot a line. Okay, like that we have to plot a line. Similarly, we have to take all the points and we have to plot all the corresponding lines. Okay, so like this, some lines 1 2 3 4 4 lines will come. Just I am just giving one example like this. Some lines will come. Okay, how many lines will come? 1 2 3 4 4 lines will come. Then after doing that, what we have to do? We have to find out which one is the lowest area. Okay, or the lower area will be this one. Okay, and now in this area we have to locate which one is the maximum point. So you can see in this area the maximum point is this one. Okay, this we call as, this point we will call as maximum point. Okay, then what we have to do? We have to locate which two line is passing through that point. Which two line is passing through that point. That 2 points we have to locate from here. Then we have to form a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, and you know how to solve a 2 by 2 matrix. By solving this matrix, you will get the value of the game. Okay, this thing we have done in our last class for a 2 into n matrix. Clear? Today what we are going to do is, we are going to do the reverse thing. Reverse thing means, in the last class whatever the problems we have done, in all the problem there was only 2 row and number of columns are there. But in today's class, whatever the problem we will do, in those problem there should be only 2 column. Like this, you will be having only 2 column and number of rows will be there. Okay, there should be only 2 column and number of rows will be there. Okay, so this kind of problem today we are going to do, and this is the last part of theory of game. Okay, the procedure is exactly same. The procedure to solve this kind of problem is exactly same like this kind of problem. Okay, just a little bit modification is there. What is that modification? We will discuss. Okay, so this is the algorithm I have written. Procedure for m into 2 matrix. Okay, m means there should be number of row and there should be only 2 column. M into 2 matrix. Okay, so all the procedure, the step 1, step 2, step 3, everything will remain same. Okay, so first I told you step 1 will be optional. But why it is optional? Because you have to use dominance principle. Dominance principle means that row reduction, column reduction will be there. Okay, but for the time being it is not used. I will tell you when to use this problem. Then in step 2, here also you have to draw 2 vertical parallel line, y1 and y2. Okay, and here this will represent the column strategy. Similarly, step 3, we have to draw the strategy for the row player. Okay, here the difference is in step 4. Okay, step 4 is identify what we have done in our last class. In our last class, we have to identify the lower envelope. We have identified the lower envelope, and from the lower envelope, we have identified the maximum point. Okay, that's why that name was maxi-mean point. Mean means lower envelope, max means maximum point. The maximum point of lower envelope, that is maxi-mean point. Okay, but here that opposite thing we have to do. What is the opposite thing? Here we have to identify the upper envelope. Okay, we have to identify the upper envelope. I will underline this one. We have to identify the upper envelope and we have to mark its minimum point. So that it will be called as mini-max point. Okay, minimum point of the upper envelope. Then we will get a 2 by 2 matrix and we will solve the matrix accordingly. Okay, so I think you didn't get this algorithm. So when we will do a problem, then you will get some clarity regarding the algorithm. Okay, so we will solve the problem. The problem is something like this. If you can see the first question, okay, solve the following problem graphically. Okay, so here in this problem, how many column we have? This is column 1, this is column 2. So we have only 2 column. And how many row we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is nothing but a 4 by 2 matrix. My voice is not audible. Huh? Why my voice is not audible? Binod sir, am I audible? Please put a message. Somebody please put a message.
Sir, audible, sir.
Am I audible? Okay,
Yes,
then
sir.
I think 333 you might have some speaker problem. Right. Okay. Okay, so what kind of matrix is this? So this is a 4 by 2 matrix. What do you mean by 4 by 2 matrix? Means there should be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 row are there and 1, 2. Only 2 columns are there. So it is a 4 by 2 matrix. Okay. So how to solve this matrix? So I will show you by using a graph paper. You need a scale, you need a graph paper, and you need a pencil. But I do not have pencil right now, so I will plot it in the pen. But in your exam, you try to plot it out by using a pencil. Okay, so I have taken a graph paper. Right, so I will draw 2 lines, 2 parallel lines I will plot. This is one line. And similarly, one more line I will plot. Okay, so like this, 2 lines I have plotted. Okay, so I will rename it. Suppose this is line y1 and this one is y2. So this problem I will do. Next problem you have to do. Okay, so be prepared with pen and paper. If you do not have graph paper, there also no problem. In plain paper also you can do. Right. Okay, so 2 points I have plotted. Now we'll go to the problem. Okay, so which one is for y1? Now what to do? Which 2 points we have to take? We have to take these 2 points. Okay, these 2 points, these 2 points, these 2 points, and these 2 points we have to take. Clear? Okay. Now which one is for y1? Any line you can take. Either you can take this one for y1, this is for y2, or you can take this is for y2, this is for y1. That is your wish. Okay. Suppose I am taking this line for y1 and these lines for y2. Okay. So in y1, what is the highest point? Highest point I will get 2 and lowest point I will get -4. And in y2 line, the highest point is 5, lowest point is -3. So accordingly, I will name it. Suppose I will start from here. This is 0. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. I think this graph paper is very light. I don't know whether this graph paper is visible to you or not. But I think these numbers are visible to you. Okay, this is 5 and this point is 6. Similarly, on the right hand side also, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and now here what I'll do, minus, this is 0, this is minus 1, this is minus 2, this is minus 3, and this is minus 4. And similarly here also I will plot it. This is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Okay, so like that you have to name it. Okay, how to name it? Have you got the idea how to name it? How to name it is, first to draw two vertical line, name it, one is y1, another one is y2. Then in the question paper you mark it, which column you want to take as y1, which column you want to take as y2. You can take this column as y1 or you can take this column as y1. That is completely your wish. The same answer you will get whether you take this column or this column. Same answer you will get. Suppose I am taking, this is y1 and this is as y2. Okay, so if in y1, what is the maximum value? Maximum value is 2. What is the minimum value? Minimum value is minus 4. So accordingly I will plot the graph. If this is y1, so maximum value 2 is there, yes. Minimum value minus 4 is there, yes. Right? Similarly, in y2, what is the maximum value? In y2, maximum value is 5. Minimum value is minus 3. I will check it. In y2, this is my y2. Maximum value 5 is there, yes. Minimum value minus 3 is there, yes. So I can do it. This is just a common sense. Okay, how to number it? If there is no negative, digits in your game, means no need to plot this minus point. Only you can plot the positive points. Okay, so from your common sense you can name it. Okay, now we have to identify the points. Okay, so I have taken, this is as y1 and this is as y2. Okay, so what are the point? In y1 the point is 0. In y2 the point is minus 2. Where is this point? y1 0, y2 minus 2. Okay, so this is y1. Where is 0? This is 0. I will put a circle. And y2 minus 2. Where is y2? This is my y2. Where is minus 2? Here is minus 2. So I will put a circle. So now I got 2 points. Okay. Now I have to draw a line passing through these 2 points. We will draw a line like this. 1/3. What is 1/3? Value of gamma. You have already calculated. Okay, we'll check. I don't know the answer. 322. I will check. Okay, so one line we have plotted. Now, what is the name of this line? Okay, so we have taken these 2 points. And for these 2 points, what is the name? It is A1. Okay, so the name of this line is, I will write here, A1. Right? This is 1 point. Next, what is the next point? Next point is y1 minus 1, y2 3. What is y1? This is y1 minus 1. I will put a circle. And y2 3. y2 3. Where it is? This one. Here I will put a circle and then I will draw a line joining minus 1 and 3. And what is the name of this line? It is A2. Okay, the name of this line is A2. Okay, then I have to plot the third line, y1 2, y2 minus 3. 2 and minus 3. Okay. Where is 2? This is my 2. Where is minus 3? This is minus 3. Minus 0.7. Okay, we'll check. Okay, so now we will plot a line. All the answers I am getting from A section only. What about B section people? You are sleeping, huh? It is already 9:30, 10 o'clock. Okay, so we got A3 also. Now A4, what are the points? -4 and 5. In Y1, -4. In Y2, it is 5. So Y1, -4 means this point. Y2, 5 means this point. Okay, so now we are going to solve it. We are going to join it. Right. So what is the name of this point? This is line A4. Okay, so like this manner, I have plotted A1 line, A2 line, A3 line, and A4 line. A2 and A4. Okay, we'll see. Okay, so all the lines I have plotted. Okay, now you remember one thing. If there is two column, okay, if there is two column, then according to our algorithm, we have to identify the upper envelope. Instead of lower envelope, we have to identify upper envelope. Which one is upper envelope? You can see this one is upper envelope. So I will mark it out. This is my upper envelope. This is my upper area. Yes or no? These are upper envelope. Okay, and then what to do? After identifying the upper envelope, we have to mark the minimum point. Okay, so which one is minimum point of the upper envelope? How many points we have? Here 1, 2, 3, and 4. So which one is minimum point? You can see this is the minimum point. Right? This is the minimum point we got. Okay, and what is the name of this point? Name of this point is mini-max point. Okay, so this point is called, I will write here, mini-max point. Okay, you just try to analyze the difference between what we have done for 2 row and what we are doing for 3 row. Sorry, what we are doing for 2 column. Okay, if 2 column is there, then we have to identify the upper envelope, and from the upper envelope we have to identify the minimum point, so that it will called as mini max point, minimum point of maximum envelope. Clear? But in the last class, when there are only 2 row, in that case we have identified the lower envelope, and from lower envelope we have identified the maximum point. But if there is 2 column, we have to identify the upper envelope, and from upper envelope we have to identify the minimum point, and that point is known as mini-max point. So somebody I think has written wrong. Just I will check the message. Are passing. Okay, so now what we have to identify is through this point, just a minute. Uh, 333. I think you have 332. Sorry, you have written wrong. You have written A2 and A4. It is not A2 and A4. You have to see which 2 lines are passing through this point. Okay, the 2 lines are, one is this line and one is this line. Okay, so one line is, this is nothing but your A3, and this line is nothing but your A2. So the 2 lines are A2 and A3. You have written A2 and A4. Means I think you have taken this point. In this point, A2 and A4 are passing, but this is not the minimum point. You see the envelope. This is the envelope, right? If you will compare this point and this point, this is the minimum point as compared to this thing. Minimum means lower point. We have to find out the lower point. As compared to this point and this point, this is the lower point. Right? So in this point, you have to see which two lines are passing. One is this one A2, one is this line, that is A3. So the two lines are A2 and A3. Clear? Now I will construct a 2 by 2 matrix. How to construct a 2 by 2 matrix? Because I find out my two optimum lines are A2 and A3. Okay. So where is A2 and where is A3? This two. This is A2, this is A3. Okay. So this will be my 2 by 2 matrix. Okay. So this will be my 2 by 2 matrix. I will write here once again. It will be 3 minus 1 minus 3 2. This is A2, this is A3, this is B1, this is B2. Clear? So I have find out there my optimal matrix will be A2 and A3. Okay. So I will identify A2 and A3. Clear? So I will rewrite the matrix like this. Then I have to solve this matrix and I will find out the value of the game. Okay. So quickly we will do it. Then we will proceed to our next question. Okay. So we got the matrix like this. Three minus 1 minus 3 2. It is B1, B2, A2 and A3. Okay, I hope all of you got how I got this matrix, because from the graph I found that the two lines which are passing through A2, which are passing through this point is, one line is A3, another line is A2. So the two lines are A2 and A3. Okay, then I have to identify those two matrices, A2 and A3. Okay, what is A2? 3 minus 1. So I have written A2 as 3 minus 1. And what is A3? A3 is minus 3 and 2. So I have written minus 3 and 2. Okay. So I will rewrite the matrix as 3 minus 1 minus 3 and 2. Clear? Now I am going to solve this matrix. Okay, how to solve this matrix? Take a difference of one row, write in the opposite row. What is the difference between 3 and minus 1? So I will take the difference. 3 minus of minus 1, it will be equal to, minus will be plus, 3 plus 1 is 4. Similarly, here also I will take the difference. Highest number is 2, lowest number is minus 3. Okay, so I will take is roll number 3B0. You go and wash your face first. You are sleeping. 3B0. Go wash your face, then come. Don't sleep in the class. Even if you will switch off your video, then also I can see you. Okay. So the difference is to put a message after washing your face, 3B0. I will call you after the class. Okay. So the difference is 2 minus of minus 3. Okay. Minus will become plus. So 2 plus 3 will be equal to 5. Okay. Take the difference of one row, write it in the opposite row. Similarly, I have taken the difference of this row and write it in the opposite row. Clear? Now value of the game. Value of the game. I will find out value of the game. V equal to, okay, what the trick I told you, you take any column, okay, multiply with the oddments and divided by sum of the oddments. So 3 into 5 plus minus 3 into 4 minus 3 into 4 divided by sum of the oddments 5 plus 4. 5 plus 4. So 3 into 5, 15. Plus minus will be minus. 3 into 4 will be 12 divided by 5 plus 4 will be 9. Okay. So 15 minus 12, 3 divided by 9. And 3 divided by 9 is nothing but 1 by 3. Clear? 309 was correct. 1 by 3. Anybody else? 0.33. Who is this one? Okay, some of you have written it correctly. Minus 0.17. This is wrong. Okay, so 1 by 3 or it will be equal to 0.33. This will be the correct answer. This is the value of the game. Okay, so now we have to verify whether this answer is right or wrong. How to verify? We have to verify this one from the graph. Okay, so if we will see the graph, what is the answer we got? 0.33. Means this value lies between 0 and 1. 0.33 lies in between 0 and 1. Okay, so we will see what you have to do. Here is the minimax point. You draw a parallel line. If I draw a parallel line, you see at what point it is cutting? Here it is cutting. So this point is coming between 0 and 1. This point is very close to 0. So 0.33 is our correct answer. Clear? And this is the way to calculate the value of the game. Clear? And if they will ask you what is the probability? What is the probability of selecting this thing? That probability also you can calculate. How to calculate that trick also I will tell you. Probability of selecting the strategy A2 equal to oddments, that is 5 divided by 5 plus 4. This is equal to 5 divided by 5 plus 4 is 9. What is the probability of selecting the strategy A3? That is A3 equal to, for A3 the oddment is 4. 4 divided by sum of the oddments 5 plus 4. 4 divided by 5 plus 4 is 9. Clear? So probability of selecting A2 is 5 by 9 and probability of selecting the strategy A3 is 4 by 9. Okay. Similarly, you can find out the probability of selecting B1 and B2 also. Okay. How to find out? You take the difference of the column, write it in the next column. So what is the difference between 3 and minus 3? 3 minus of minus 3. Minus minus plus. So 3 plus 3 is 6. And what is the difference between 2 and minus 1? It will be 3. Clear? So probability of selecting B1 is, for B1 the oddment is 3. So it will be 3 divided by 3 plus 6. It will be equal to 3 by 9, which is equal to 1 by 3. Similarly, probability of selecting B2 is 6 divided by 6 plus 3. So it will be 6 by 9 or 2 by 3. Okay, so like this manner, you can calculate the value of the game and also you can calculate the corresponding probability of selecting different strategy. And this value of the game is right or wrong, you can verify from the graph also, 0.33. Clear? So this is the way to calculate, to solve the problem. So last class, some of you have told me to solve some previous year question paper. So one previous year question paper related to this thing, now we are going to do. If you have pen and pencil, you just be prepared with that. I'll show you the question paper. You try to do it. Okay, I will give you some time, 5-10 minutes. You tell me what will be the answer. Okay, I will share my screen. Okay, so this is the question paper. My screen is visible to you. Please put a message. Somebody put a message. This question paper is visible to you or not? 2017 question paper.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. It is visible. Okay. So this is 2017 JNTU question paper. Okay, so we will go to the long question, I mean part B. Okay, there I will show you the problem. Yeah, right. Question number 8. Question number 8. This question, you see this question. This question from theory of game. How much mark it is? It is for 10 marks. Okay, and how many column? 1, 2. 2 column we have, and number of rows we have. Okay, so you write down this question and try to solve it out. Same time, I will also solve this question. So let me write it down. You can see very easily you will be able to solve this question. Very simply, very easily. Okay, I will show you this one. Have a look. I have written that question. Same question I have written here. Okay, and now we are going to solve it out graphically. Same time, you try to do it on your own and tell me what is the answer you are getting. So the thing is, just a minute. One thing, it is not written here. I will tell you. If you can see the question, here A1, A2, A3, that is not written. Here also B1, B2, that is not written in the question paper. Mean the strategy name they have not written. Okay, so if it is not written, you have to allocate the strategy. Clear? What means? What to do is, suppose like the question is like this. Okay, so from your side, you have to allocate. This is A1, this is A2, this is A3, A4, A5, A6. Okay, and here it will be B1, B2. Any alphabet you can give. You can write here A, you can write here B, you can write here C, you can write here D, anything. But my recommendation is for the row you take A, for the column you take B. Clear? That is your wish. So you have to name it like that. So how many row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 row we have. And how many column? 1 and 2. So 2 column we have. 2 column means you just keep it in your mind. If 2 columns are there, and if you have to solve it graphically, means you have to plot the graph. And since 2 columns are there, you have to take the upper envelope. And from the upper envelope, you have to find out the minimum point. Clear? So quickly we will do it. So again, I will answer. I will draw 2 lines in the graph paper. So here I am going to draw 2 lines. 3.4, 322. Already you got the answer. Huh? Good. I will check whether it is 3. I think it is 17 by 5. 17 by 5 is 3.4. Huh? Correct. We will check it out. So we will draw 2 lines. This is line 1. And this is line 2. Okay. So after plotting 2 lines, what I will do is I will rename it. I will give this line as Y1 and this line as Y2. 17 by 5, correct. I think that is the answer. We will do it. But I am not getting any response from B section. 322, 359, all are I think from A section only. Okay. Right, 301 also correct. We will see it. Now after what to do? 387. Yeah, finally I got one response from B section. 3.4. Don't just okay. Right. So now what to do? Now we have to rename it. Srinidhi. Okay, right. we have to rename it. Now how to rename it? You just go to the question paper. Okay, so in which you have to choose. It is your wish. You can take this as y1, this as y2, or you can take this as y1, this as y2. That is your wish. Same answer you will get. Okay, suppose I am taking this column as y1 and this column as y2. Clear? Okay, so for the y1, what is the minimum point? -3. And for y2, and what is the highest point? That is 6. Minimum is -3, maximum is 6. Okay, so for y1, I will take the highest point as 6. Okay, it is 5, it is 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and minimum point for y1 is -3. I will go till -3. -1, -2, -3. So this is for y1. Similarly, I have to name y2 also. Y2 means for y2, what is the highest point? Highest point for y2 is 4, and lowest point for y2 is -5. Okay. So here 0 means I cannot do anything. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here I have to come till -5. -1, -2, -3, -4, and this is -5. Okay, so like that I have to do. Right, now we will come to the question. Yes, what is the first point? y1 -3, y2 1. So y1 -3 means y1 -3, where it is? Here, -3, y2 1. 1 means here. Okay, so now I will draw a line through this one. Name of the line is A1. Okay. Second, you tell me which one answer. All of you have posted the answer, but you tell me which two are my optimal solution among A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, and A6. Which two are the optimal solution? Okay. So after the first one, the second point is y1 5, y2 3. Okay. y1 5, y2 3. So where is y1? y1 5, y2 3. Okay, so I will plot a line through this. The name of this line is A2. Right. Next, the next one is y1 6, y2 -1. y1 6 means this one. y2 -1 means this one. I will draw once again. This is A3. Now the next one is y1 is 1, y2 is 4. y1 is 1, y2 is 4. This is A4. Okay, and similarly after that the next point is y1 is 2, y2 is 2. So y1 2, this one, y2 2 means this one. Here also I will plot a line, and the name of this line is A5, and the last point is A6, that is this one. y1 is 0, y2 is -5. y1 is 0, mean this one, and y2 is -5, mean this one. Okay, the name of this line is A6. I'll write here. Okay, so I have plotted all the lines. Okay, now we have to find out which one is our upper envelope. Why upper envelope? Because the question is like this. 2 columns are there. So if the question paper 2 columns are there, then in that case we have to choose the upper envelope. And from the upper envelope, we have to find out the minimum point. If the same question paper, if they in the same question paper, if they will give like this, just I will modify the question. 1 minus 3, 3 5, minus 1 6, 4 1, 2 2, minus 5 0. If the same question paper they will give you in the exam like this, means if they will give you 2 row and number of column, in that case you have to choose the lower envelope. Okay, you just remember this difference. Clear? Since in this question, in the original question paper they have given only 2 columns, so we have to choose the upper envelope. Upper envelope means this one. This is my upper envelope. Okay, and from the upper envelope we have to choose the minimum point. Okay, from the upper envelope, this is my, I'll write here, upper envelope. Okay, from the upper envelope, this is my minimum point. Okay, and what is the name of this point? The name of this point is mini-max point. This point is called mini-max point. Max means upper envelope, min means minimum point. Minimum point of maximum envelope or minimum point of upper envelope. So this point I got. Okay. Now if I draw a parallel line from this point, if I draw a parallel line like this, okay, so you can see the line is cutting somewhere here. So your answer should be between 3 and 4. Clear? And this is my 3.5. So your answer should be between 3 and 3.5. Okay, the answer should be between 3 and 3.5, because 3.5 means this is the midpoint. This is 3.5, and the line is going little bit lower than the midpoint. Okay, so whatever the answer I got, I will get, that should be lie between 3 and 3.5. What you have written? 3.4. Yes, 3.4 or 17/5. Yeah, both are correct answer. Okay, now how to know whether the answers are correct or not? You have to choose from this point which 2 lines are passing. Okay, so you can see from this point, one line is this one, that is A4. Another line is this one, that is A2. So the 2 lines which are passing through the mini-max point are A2 and A4. Have you written the same thing in the chat box? A2 and A4, right? A2 and A4, correct. Okay, so these are the 2 lines which are passing through the point. A2 and A4 means which one? Which one is A2? This is my A2. And which one is A4? This is my A4. Okay, so what will be my 2x2 matrix? My 2x2 matrix becomes A2, one is A2, one is A4. So A2 means 3 and 5. A4 means 4 and 1. So this will be my 2x2 optimal 2x2 matrix. Okay. Now we have to solve this matrix in order to get the value of the gap. So I will rewrite the matrix 3 5 4 1. Okay. So this is A2, this is A4, this is B1, this is B2. Okay. Now we are going to solve this matrix. Okay. How to solve this matrix? Take the difference of one row, write in the opposite row. So what is the difference between 5 and 3? 5 minus 3 is 2. Directly I will write. Now what is the difference between 4 and 1? 4 minus 1 is 1. Clear? Similarly, for column also, what is the difference between 4 and 3? Difference between 4 and 3 is 1. What is the difference between 5 and 1? 5 minus 1 is Okay, I have taken 4 minus 1 is 3, right? 5 minus 3 is 2, 4 minus 1 is 3. So again here 4 minus 3 is 1 and 5 minus 1 is 4. Clear? Right. Now we have to calculate the value of the game. We have to find out the value of game. Okay. So how to calculate value of the game? The trick is you take any column and multiply with the odd mates. These are called odd mates. Yes, 309. So 3 into 3, I'll write 3 into 3 plus 4 into 2. 4 into 2 divided by summation of odd mates, 3 plus 2. Okay, so 3 into 3, 9 plus 4 into 2, 8 divided by 3 plus 2 is 5. So 9 plus 8 is 17 by 5. 17 by 5 means it is 3.4. So value of the game is 3.4. So from the graph also we have got the value is in between 3 and 3.5. It will be close to 3. So the answer is absolutely right. Clear? This is value of the game. Now how to calculate the probability? What is the probability of selecting A2? Oddment is 3 divided by 3 plus 2. This is equal to 3 by 5. And what is the probability of selecting the strategy A4? It will be 2 divided by 2 plus 3. That is 2 by 5. Okay. So the probability that player A will choose strategy A2 is 3 by 5. The probability that player A will choose strategy A4 is 2 by 5. Clear? Similarly, what is the probability of B1? It will be 4 divided by 4 plus 1, which will be equal to 4 by 5. Similarly, what is the probability of choosing B2? It will be 1 divided by 4 plus 1. So it will be 1 by 5. So like this manner, we can calculate what is the value of the game and what is the probability of choosing the corresponding strategy without using a single formula. That is the important thing. Without using any single formula, without remembering anything, okay, we can be able to solve a 10 marks question. Clear? This is the way to find out the value, the probability of the corresponding strategy, and this is the way to calculate the value of the game. So the answer will be 3.4 or 17 by 5. Yeah. So this is the solution of question number 8. So this question is for 10 marks. Okay, so yes, I told you in the last class, somebody has asked me whether this question is for 5 marks or 10 marks. Mostly graphical method means they will give you 10 marks question. Sometimes I have seen in 1-2 years some 5 marks questions also they have asked. Okay, so anyway, one question will be compulsory from this game, theory of game, and it will be very easy to solve. That's why after unit 3, once I share you, just a minute, I will share you the screen. Okay, so that's the reason why after the sequencing chapter, we have started with theory of games. Clear? So we have completed from unit 3, we have completed this sequencing. Okay. After that, instead of starting this replacement, we have started theory of games. And if you see the syllabus, everything we have completed in by today's class. Introduction, I have told you, terminology. Okay, terminology means what do you mean by game, what is pure strategy, what is mixed strategy, what is minimax, what is maximin, what is saddle point, all those things comes under terminology. Then solution of the games with saddle point and solution of the games without saddle points, that is 2x2 games. Those things also we have completed. dominance principle also we have completed, and in today's class we have completed m into 2 and 2 into n games by using graphical method. Okay, m into 2 games means whatever the problem just now we have solved, there should be 2 column. Okay, there should be 2 column and number of row, that is m into 2 games. And last class we have solved 2 into n games, means there should be 2 row and number of columns. Okay, what is the difference between these two? When you are solving a problem related to m into 2 games, means if there is only 2 column, in that case you have to choose the upper envelope, and from the upper envelope you have to choose the minimum point. And opposite to that one, when you have to solve a 2 by n games, in that case you have to choose the lower envelope. 2 by n games means there should be only 2 row. Okay, in that case you have to choose the lower envelope, and from the lower envelope you have to choose the upper point. Okay, by using graphical method. That is all about theory of games. Okay, so I hope you got what I want to convey. The important thing is, without any formula, if you see the books, number of formulas are there to calculate the value of the game, to calculate the corresponding probability. Okay, so there, for those things, number of formulas are there. But the thing is, without using any formula, by this trick, you can be able to solve the problem. And if you are thinking if we will do it, whether we will get the full marks or not, yes, you will get the full marks. Clear? So if you have any doubt regarding to this one, you can ask me in the WhatsApp. And today's class note and the video, if possible, I will share in the group. 301. Yes, what is the doubt?
ఒకసారి ఫస్ట్ యూనిట్ సెకండ్ యూనిట్ కూడా రివైజ్ చేయండి సార్ ఆఫ్లైన్ క్లాస్
301. Any doubt you have?
ఫస్ట్ యూనిట్ కూడా రివైజ్ చేయండి సార్ ఒకసారి
No, I am
ఆఫ్లైన్
not
క్లాస్
able to
వచ్చినప్పుడు
hear you. You can post a message or you can call me after the class. 301 mechanical A section. Okay, you can put a message in WhatsApp. Or
Sir?
I am not able to hear you.
Sir, excuse me.
Now you tell.
He is saying that first unit and second unit, can you repeat again?
Yes,
Offline classes.
Yes. Obviously, I will do. You don't take tension. You don't take any tension related to that thing. Oh, of course, unit 1 and unit 2. What is my current planning is, okay, my planning I will tell you in the Monday. I will tell you in Monday. But of course, we will discuss unit 1 and unit 2. And that too, I will try to discuss those things without using formula. What are the simplex method, duplex method you have done by using the formula? We will try to solve those things without using the formula. We will try. Clear? And what will be the strategy? Monday we will discuss. Clear? Right. So we are closing it now. Okay. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me in WhatsApp. Thank you.